Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cape Joel telling you that this next great comic book video has been brought to you in part by the fine folks over at Carnivore Club. Yes, that's right, a monthly meat delivery service bringing wonderful carnivore treats to your door every single month. This isn't the first time I've talked about them on the channel. They've done me really good in the past, and they continue to do good right now. This month's theme is chorizo, which is wonderful because it's actually kind of hard to get where I am in northern Canada, so this was a really pleasant surprise for me this month. You can check out all their information down in the description below of this very video, and hey, you know what? We're entering gift-giving season right now. Maybe you got a picky father or uncle or brother in your life. This might just be the perfect gift for them. Check them out, tell them your pal Cape Joel sent you, and with that, let's get to the video proper, shall we?
Will circumstance and a new foe end up tearing apart Miles Morales' family just when it seemed like they were getting back together? Well, let's hop into the pages of Miles Morales Spider-Man issue number 12 and find out together, shall we? Alrighty then, so picking up from where the last issue left off, Miles was still hot on the trail of a brand new villain calling themselves Ultimatum. Obviously, we as the reader know that's actually the 616 universe version of Miles back again and causing trouble. Spider-Man's quest had taken him to the other side of the city, and a local mafia don who was only moments away from getting executed by Miles' own uncle Aaron, aka the Prowler. Miles is shocked at his uncle essentially breaking bad all over again, but not so shocked once he stops and thinks about it. After all, Aaron had struck a deal with the underground black market to get his Prowler suit back out from mothballs, and now he's got to pay off that debt by any means necessary. Miles says that this doesn't need to be a fight, this doesn't need to be a big thing that breaks them up all over again. They can leave together right now. In fact, they probably should. Miles' mother has gone into labor and they should both be back in Brooklyn. Aaron loves and respects his nephew, but at the same time, he owes a lot of money to some very bad people that you wouldn't want to owe $20 to, let alone the amount that he does. And besides, it's not like he's been sent to kill Mr. Rogers or anything. This guy's a mafia don, a bad guy. He's hurt lots of people. Would it be so bad if he was to die? Aw, Aaron knows the answer to this question and knows that it's going to be a fight. As the Prowler opines, Miles is pretty good, but it was actually Uncle Aaron that taught Miles to fight and not his father. Because of that, he knows pretty much every move he's gonna make before he makes it, including the Venom Blast. Prowler having spent the extra money to insulate his suit from attacks just like that one, and seriously, poor Miles can't catch a break. His Venom Blast isn't working against anybody these days, a trend that will continue throughout this story. All the commotion ends up attracting the Mafia Don, who sends his chief enforcer, and hey, get ready for a Spider-Man deep cut, everybody, because it's late 60s sensation Man Mountain Marko. What kind of powers does Man Mountain Marko have? Well, he's really big and really strong and assumedly really Italian. Yes, that is also a power. This guy actually used to work for Silvermane and the Magia back in the day and was even a member of the Sinister 16, so it's fun to see him again here in this story. Now, normally Miles would have no problem taking on a big, dumb bruiser like this, but unfortunately, as we found out in the last couple issues, Spider-Man is running low on his webs. And once again, Marko is actually able to shrug off Miles' Venom Blast ability, which means he's really up the creek on this one, and probably could have gotten really hurt if Aaron weren't there to bail him out. And by help out, I of course mean push Marko off the roof they were all standing on, but you know, he's big and strong, he's fine. It was totally not attempted murder. The Dawn is now long gone and out of Aaron's hands, which means Miles got his way and Aaron didn't end up being a killer, but sadly this also means his life is now forfeit to the underground black market. There's now a massive bounty on his head, and every hitman, scumbag, and bottom feeder in New York is going to be gunning for the price on the Prowler's head. Luckily, Uncle Aaron does have one last card to play, and that is he's honorable enough to call up the woman who made his suit, explain his side of the story, and once she realizes what's going on, she actually agrees to help out. Maybe she's sweet on Aaron. Here, though, is the massive catch of the century, and that is if they want this lady's help, they're gonna have to get all the way to Red Hook. By which, of course, I mean Red Hook, Brooklyn, and not some villain called the Red Hook. But seriously, this is comic books. Would you be shocked if there was a villain called the Red Hook? Normally, this would be no problem, but Spider-Man is out of webs and the Prowler's boots are damaged, which means they're going to have to go all that way on foot with an entire city's worth of killers coming after them. So, you know, it's basically the Warriors, but in Marvel's New York, or 16 blocks if you're younger and prefer a more current reference as the comic comes to a close. And so that was Miles Morales Spider-Man issue number 12, and I gotta say, I ended up really enjoying this issue. The moral battle between Miles and his uncle is really great stuff, and Solid in a Minute is ringing it for all it's worth. Heck, I'm really loving the setup for the next issue, Spider-Man and his uncle forced to trek across an even more dangerous New York without their trademark powers. Maybe along the way, secrets will be revealed and they'll grow a little closer, who's to say? Overall, I'd give this one a very positive 8 out of 10. This was good stuff.
Hey there everyone, Kate Joel again, and I just want to thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. It means a lot to me. And hey, if you enjoyed the book I covered in this issue and want some comics of your own, might I recommend Book Depository? It's my #1 place for shopping for comic book trades. You get a great price, and if you use my link down in the description, you'll actually be helping me out at the same time. You get something, I get something, everybody wins, right? So until next time everyone, I've been Joel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.